we are and for Women in Business Wednesday. A really great fun topic, which is travel. And I love this because, who doesn't want to travel, right? So the best person to talk to we have is Krystal. Krystal, introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name is Krystal Randolph. I am the travel agency owner and main travel advisor over at KCR Travel. We're an independently owned travel agency here based in Reno, Nevada. I'm in my home office right now, but we do work all over the globe. So wherever you're at, we can definitely help.
Awesome. And, for viewing later, I definitely want you guys to put in any questions. That way we can have Chris. And so I'm excited to see where everyone wants to go for 2025. So
Yeah,
let's dive into it.
definitely.
So, what do you think is shaping up for this coming 2025 as far as travel?
I think as far as travel, the biggest thing is that we are seeing unprecedented numbers of people traveling again. We've hit Thanksgiving. TSA announced that they've had their highest record in their history. So we are succeeding numbers from the past. Christmas time, December, this upcoming travel season for the holidays are expected to be the busiest holiday season that TSA has seen to date. So we are asking patience and kindness from all of our travelers, just knowing how many people are out there. We're seeing a lot of revenge travel coming about, and people taking advantage of traveling again after a few years, and going to destinations, and having those Instagram worthy moments and those beautiful TikTok videos, and making sure that you get those vacations that you've been dreaming about and wanting to do. Um, we're also seeing a lot of people kind of change their strategy of travel instead of going more on the tourism route, wanting to visit the biggest sites, the biggest cities, the biggest everything. We're getting a lot more eco conscious tourism and a lot of cultural friendly tourism where we're getting to introduce more clients to the local culture, the local people, and what it really means to be in that area and support while you're traveling and being in a tourist destination, how to truly support that town and really learn about not only the people, the food, the culture, but really the heart and soul of that area too.
That's so cool. So,
Yeah.
Crystal, and I love that there's an uptick, with the travel. Could you share at least 3 to 5 trending locations, that are luxury, eco-friendly? What do you think are the top five?
Yeah. So it can totally depend on each traveler, each destination. There's always a destination that is on like a top 5 list, but there's a secondary destination so similar that is much more budget conscious and much more budget friendly. So we can definitely have similar experiences in different places. I would say right now we're looking into a lot of South Pacific, Fiji, Tahiti, French Polynesia, Bora Bora, absolutely beautiful destinations for that relaxation and wellness, as well as adventure. There's so many scuba diving locations and unique experiences out there. The Caribbean is a great alternative for folks looking to go a little closer to home that have some of those options. Thailand has been massive in the last few months, if not a little bit longer,
I love
with people wanting to check out both the southern side and the beautiful islands, as well as the northern side of Thailand, with a lot of those cultures and beautiful elephant preserves where you actually get a chance to be there and take care of these creatures. We're seeing a lot of adventure down into South Africa recently. A lot of wonderful and budget conscious travel that we can do in South Africa to get people on safari, those beautiful South African vineyards and winelands. And I don't know if anybody else wants to see penguins on a beach in Africa, but we can make that happen too. Um, and then we're seeing a lot of Iceland, Nordic travel come up, especially with the northern lights and the solar
Oh,
eclipses and
fun.
everything coming up. We are seeing a lot of folks wanting to head over to Iceland. And we do have Alaska as a little bit of a closer destination where we can still kind of get some of those experiences, but a little bit, again, more budget conscious, a little bit more close to home.
Oh, I love that. So you have a variety.
Yeah,
Do
of
you
course.
have like a top pick, like as far as like a unique experience?
It's so difficult because I think that each traveler has such a unique idea and vision for each trip that it would be hard to say this is where I would recommend everybody to go. My fallback and my number one destination everywhere will be Maui, Hawaii for the rest of my life. I was born and raised there, and I absolutely love sharing the culture and my family that's there. I love supporting local. I have friends and family that we still work with and support there. And I truly believe that it's a destination that can provide any adventure anyone's ever looking for. And it is a whole mind, body, soul experience on top of an amazing vacation and adventure.
I love that. I love that you can refer a destination that's close to, here,
Oh,
and you
yeah.
have family and stuff that you can be like, "You know what? If you go here, I got you."
Oh, yeah. I always tell people my parents are still on Maui, and the, particular private condo, company that I do work with and trust down there, I say that if your toilet breaks in the middle of the night, I know who's coming to fix your toilet because
You're
it's my dad, and I'll make that phone call for you.
How awesome is that?
And so
See, like very
I know my
reliable.
clients. Yeah, I
There
know
you
my
go.
clients are taken care of, and that's my number one thing.
I love that.
Yeah.
Awesome. So for anyone that's watching or is going to be watching here, definitely tag whoever is looking into more travels for 2025, or even share this video because we have the amazing Krystal here that can answer all your travel needs for 2025. Super
Yeah.
exciting. Okay, so do you have any insider tips for next year's travel?
Yeah, definitely. So, a couple of tips for people when they're traveling, is that in the travel industry, timing is everything. The more flexibility you're able to have in your schedule, the earlier that you're able to look and project that out, is going to give you the best availability, the best pricing, the best everything we can get you. We do have partners that are booking well in to 2027 at this time.
Wow.
And so we can truthfully look out as far as you want to make sure that everything in your dreams are secured and planned for. Um, Definitely, if you have a chance to depart midweek, that's always going to provide a better strategy for flying. We always see less people traveling Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. So if we can get you to travel on those days or fly on those days, we tend to be able to get the best rates for you as well.
Nice.
And then just to make sure you stay alert, work with a travel advisor if you have the opportunity to. We have those insider knowledges of maybe when those sales are coming up before the public knows. We have access into exclusive rates and deals. We have specific and special partnerships with different organizations across the world where we can even provide additional amenities that you wouldn't be able to get on a consumer website. And we don't love to, toot our own horn or say that we can beat everything, but sometimes the consumer sites don't always have the best rates.
I like that.
Yeah.
And what are your thoughts with avoiding the crowds and like how do people get to discover those hidden gems? Like,
Yeah, I think the biggest thing if you want to avoid crowds are 2 things, is if you are able to travel during what is considered shoulder season, and that's going to be usually spring and fall when kids are in school, and it may not be the best weather. Usually it's a little rainy, a little sprinkly. We're getting into fall, it'll get a little chilly. During those times, we tend to see amazing travel rates,
Mm.
and you can still experience great destinations with even having shoulder season. I personally love traveling in shoulder season. Walking right past that 1 hour wait and 30-minute wait line right to the front of the line feels great. And then finding those hidden gems, really making sure that you are working, if you're not working with a travel advisor and you are looking for those hidden gems, making sure that you're not necessarily following everything you see on social media,
Mhm.
TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Um, I personally know the exact tricks to get that beautiful beach at 5:30 in the morning when there's no kids sitting on the beach, and by 2 o'clock, you won't be able to find an adult anywhere. And so
Mm.
making sure that, um, you're doing your research on those hidden gems and making sure that it is truly a value and a hidden gem and not, something that somebody's trying to sell. Also being able to do something like a in-home cooking class in a destination, I think is one of the most, experiential, adventures I put my clients on, to be able to go to the market with a local and learn how they shop and look how they deal with their produce and how they cut their produce, and actually cooking with them and eating a meal in their home. I think, like, finding unique experiences like that that really touch your soul is where travel comes into to the heart there.
That's awesome. Being able to like speak with a local, and experience, how life is in
Yeah,
their part of the world. That's awesome. I like that. Very
yeah.
unique. Okay. So Crystal, I suck at packing. I feel like I just go blah 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 blah, and then I go travel, and then I'm like, I'm missing something, or oh, I should have brought that, or whatnot. So, what are your packing trip tips? Like must have items for traveling in 2025.
Must-have items, uh, suitcase with TSA friendly locks,
Mm.
especially if you are traveling domestically. Tracking devices for your luggage, just like an AirTag or similar. United Airlines this week just announced that they are partnering and willing to allow you to share your AirTag code if your luggage goes missing, to help you find that luggage even faster. So
Oh,
airlines
nice.
are opening up that door to help us out. Put those AirTags in, put those little trackers, anything you have in there, just to help yourself out and have that peace of mind. Noise canceling headphones, if you have them, are my number one tip for those planes. It'll make you sane no matter where you're sitting. Portable chargers, um, I love to bring a Kindle myself. I'm a book reader. I love to have a couple of different things on there. For packing your suitcase, I personally love a packing cube and packing
Mm.
cube sets. You're
Yeah.
able to organize like shirts, pants, undergarments, outerwear, etc. And then I usually bring an extra one for dirties as I keep going through. The big trick is you can buy, compressible ones, and where
Mm.
you there's a secondary zipper, so some of those clothes you don't mind getting a little wrinkled or doesn't matter that much, you can make them even smaller, almost to like a, airtight type of situation. Gives you a little bit more room there.
Nice. Okay, great tips. So for quick tip questions, like what are your other quick advice for like travel safety, budgeting and even creating itineraries?
Yeah, for sure. I think for the biggest thing with traveler safety is that each and every person has their own definition of safety and what
Mhm.
they feel safe and comfortable with. I will always provide all of our clients the current legal information from both government websites, and I do recommend all of my travelers to register with the STEP program through the US state government department. And that allows the embassy to know exactly where you are. Shall anything go wrong while you're traveling, they know exactly who is in what destination and where you are on priority mode to get out. Budgeting, setting expectations, setting expenses, knowing, what experiences you're hoping to have, and working with a travel advisor to see if you can stay within that budget. A lot of travel advisors do offer payment plans as well
Mm.
to help you budget those trips, to make them more affordable, to not have those large one-time costs all of a sudden. We can really help to break that down. And with itinerary planning, my biggest tip, if I could give any tip at all, is to give yourself a mix of scheduled activities and leisure activities.
There you go.
So you give yourself a break to rest and enjoy the city, and maybe, try that coffee shop that you found, or have a time to walk into that really awesome store you just saw, and giving yourself the time to really enjoy and explore, instead of packing everything full and feeling like you would maybe miss something.
No, I love that advice because last year my family went to Japan and the Philippines, and let me tell you, it felt like Amazing Race. Where we were going, we did 4 Airbnbs in
Okay.
Japan, 3 Airbnbs in the Philippines, and it was literally like hopping to one city to another, like
Yep.
with all our baggage. And I was like, oh, I was more exhausted than anything. And it was a
Yeah.
month-long vacation, but it did not feel like a vacation. No, but I'm super grateful for
Oh
everything
gosh.
that we did and got to see, and but it definitely was not a lot of leisure time
Yeah.
because we were so busy trying to get to one place to another, experience this, that, and all
Mhm.
that stuff.
And
But I
especially when
like
you
that.
are traveling with your family, there's so many different opinions and different schedules you're working with, especially if you're traveling for a month straight with everybody and everything like that. And so that's really another point where a travel advisor comes in, is that we get to take all those opinions and we get to take all of those things
And
and
then plan
advise
it
you, hey, I
out.
think maybe we should stay here for 2 weeks, and we can, maybe do some day trips out to get you back out of here. And then the best
Yeah.
part I say about when we help friends and family plan trips is that, nobody has to put it on their credit card and wait for the Venmo or the payment back or the anything like that. We do
Uh-huh.
separate invoices for everybody, and so it's very streamlined. We try to take the arguments out of the family and bring it on over, so that way you guys just get to enjoy your vacation.
That's awesome. And I feel like you provide so much value in organizing these trips for families. So I highly encourage anyone that's watching to definitely, put your comments below. If you have any questions, reach out to Krystal. What's the best way to get a hold of you?
The best way to get a hold of me is by email at info@kcrtravel.com. You can also check us out on our website at kcrtravel.com to book a consultation with us. We are on Facebook and Instagram, as well, or you can always follow me personally on Facebook and Instagram. Facebook under Krystal Randolph, and Instagram under Krystal the Travel Advisor, to follow along on the adventures.
Awesome. I'll definitely, put it on the comments as well or in the description later.
Yeah.
But for anyone that's watching or will watch, share your 2025 travel goals in the comments, and then that way we can make it happen. And also, this live stream, if anyone didn't know, it goes also straight to YouTube. So I'll also put my YouTube link here. So subscribe, because every Wednesday I bring a woman in business to share what they do and what they can provide. So I'm super happy that Krystal was able to hop on and share what she does. She's very motivated, very skilled. I've met Krystal plenty of times at networking events. So I'm super excited to have her on here. And yeah, do you have any closing remarks?
I think that's it. Thank you so much for having me on. I look forward to continuing to be a part of this, and excited to help anyone with any travel questions they may have. We offer complimentary consultations to anybody who'd like to chat, and we're here to help.
Yay. All right. So, everybody have a great day. Krystal, thank you again. Talk to you soon.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.